G'day guys, Mike Amit's with you again. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Mike Amit's Cooks. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button to help me grow this channel. And if you hit the bell, you'll be notified of any new recipes that I'm posting. So today I'm going to show you how to make Yo Yo Biscuits. It's an old family recipe for shortbread biscuits. My mum always made them. My Auntie Pat used to make them. Every time we'd drop in and visit Auntie Pat, there'd be a cup of tea or a glass of milk and a Yo Yo biscuit. And stick around until the end and you'll see why they're called Yo Yo Biscuits. So let's start with having a look at the ingredients over here. Okay, here's the ingredients in no particular order, and I'll give you the quantities at the end of the video. We've got butter, we've got plain flour, we've got icing sugar, we've got custard powder, corn flour, and vanilla essence. Okay, let's mix this together. So we'll start off with the icing sugar. And we're going to cream, as they call it, cream together the butter and the icing sugar. I've let the butter get a bit soft before I start to do this, so then we can mix the butter easily with the icing sugar. So there's a nice creamy mix of the icing sugar and the butter, and then we can mix the other dry ingredients. Now the other dry ingredients is the plain flour. We're going to sift all of the dry ingredients in there, and as I've said, the quantities for the ingredients will be at the end of the video. So plain flour in there, and we will sift through the custard powder and the corn flour together. Okay, that's all the dry ingredients. Give that a stir through. It's getting foggy in here, what's going on? Okay, give that stir through carefully, not to splash it all over myself like I usually do. And as you'll notice, I'm typically wearing a black shirt while I'm cooking with flour. I don't know why, because you know you're going to see white flour all over my shirt soon. Mix that together until we get a dough consistency. Like a cookie dough. Coming together. A little bit more to go. Okay, that's quite a smooth consistency now. All mixed together. Nice and doughy. So, next step. Almost forgot the vanilla. Half a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Don't forget it. Okay, I'll mix that through and I'll show you the next step. Okay, we've got our mix here now with the vanilla essence in it, by the way. So grab some of that and wash your hands first and make some balls, about ping pong ball size, I'd say. Smaller than a golf ball. And line them up. Give them about 3 or 4 centimetres apart because we will be flattening them out and they can expand a bit when they're cooking also. Now, take a fork and flatten these down into a nice circle with this fork pattern on the top. That's the characteristic of the Yo Yo biscuit. Must have the fork pattern. And here's a baby one. See that there? Nice. Okay. There's our batch ready to go in the oven. The oven is preheated to 180 degrees. We'll put it in there for about 10 or 12 minutes. All of the ingredients and method will be at the end of the video. Okay, so into the oven. And let's see what happens with that in about 10 or 12 minutes. Stick around. You know, when my brothers and sister saw me putting out a few cooking videos, they said, well, you have to do Yo Yo Biscuits, Mike. You've got to show everyone how to make the family recipe for Yo Yo Biscuits. And I said, well, I've never made them before, and all of a sudden I'm getting recipes coming in from my sister, my cousin, my brother, my other brother, and my sister-in-law, all sending recipes for the Yo Yo Biscuits, all based on my Auntie Pat's recipe and my mum Thelma, her recipe. And you know, what I really like is that food and different recipes and different things bring back so many fond memories of good times with the family, and that's what cooking and you know, is all about. I've learned these different things from my mum, and it just brings back so many good memories of lovely times gone by with the family. Anyway, that's been 12 minutes. Stop talking, Mike, and let's see if they're ready. They should be. Yes, smells great. Now, you're not going to see any colour coming on the top of these. They're shortbreads, they're not going to be brown or anything. Where's my spatula? But where you've got to check for colour, and that looks good, is underneath, and make sure they're not getting too dark or brown. Yeah, they're light brown, just golden brown on the bottom. So that's it. That was 12 minutes. Yeah, 12 minutes maximum. Okay, so we'll get these cooled off and we'll check them out and have a taste test. Okay, here we have our Yo Yo Biscuits, shortbread biscuits. They've cooled down now, so as promised, I'm going to show you why they're called Yo Yo Biscuits. So first I'll show you one more thing we need to make. So for the icing, grab a cup of icing sugar and sift it into the bowl, because you don't want lumps in your icing. Okay, and then you want to mix in some water slowly. You don't want too much water at any one time, because if you put too much water you can split the mix and it won't be nice and smooth. So a cup of icing sugar, we'll go 1, 2, almost 2, 1.5 tablespoons of water, and give that a mix. And we're aiming to get a nice smooth paste. Okay, that's looking good. There's the mix. It's a bit stiff, which is what we want, because we don't want it oozing out everywhere. Okay, so once you've made your icing, take your biscuits, get your icing, dab a bit in between, and stick your biscuits together. There you have a yo-yo. Let that cool down a bit, let the icing set a little bit, and you've got your yo-yo biscuit. Of course you can have it single with no icing, and it's still a yo-yo, half a yo-yo, whatever it is. They're still yo-yo biscuits, but if you want to have the gourmet lavish version, put some icing in between, stick them together, and you have a yo-yo, right? Yo-yo biscuits. Okay, so we've got a few doubles here, they're proper yo-yo style, but they're still setting. The icing's a bit runny, so we'll go for the taste test on the single versions. And Sandman has predictably turned up again just at the right time for taste testing. So, man, try the yo-yo biscuit, the family recipe. Shortbread biscuit. Roll. And like I said before, it just brings back so many memories having this taste and everything from our family.
I like it. Really awesome. Really awesome.
Nice, isn't it? Yum. Oh, I'll have to make these more often. Really good. Once again, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to help me to grow my channel, and check for other recipes that I've posted. Keep in touch. See you for the next one. Bye. Thank you. Having a second one is really delicious. Wow. Bit of a treat. Yummy. Really, really nice. Turned out exactly as I remember them, and I haven't even had them for I don't know how many years. A lot of years. More than 10, more than 15 years I haven't had these, and delicious. Yum. Really yum. Thanks, Mum, for the recipe. Thanks, Auntie Pat, for the recipe. Thanks all my family who sent me the recipe recently. Cheers guys, turned out really well. Thank you.